Today I want to talk to you about the uncomplicated gospel. I want you to discover the easy way of Jesus. My yoke is easy. The yoke is actually a phrase that they would use for the teaching or the way of the life of the rabbi. And so you would follow a rabbi. He's inviting us to be his disciples. And he's telling us and he's telling them, hey, my yoke is easy, my teaching, my way of life, the path that I would have you follow, this way is easy. This burden is light. And he's talking to people who are under a heavy yoke, a heavy burden. That they got over 600 plus laws that they got to follow, and they got Pharisees. I mean, like, I grew up Pentecostal, and I heard about some Pentecostals. They actually would like measure the skirts for the ladies, like with a ruler, you know. Like you hear that kind of stuff, like, oh wow. I mean, I get the intention, but that's a little weird, you know. But they were doing that. Like they had a number of steps that they could walk on Sabbath. They could not work. If they walked up to the limit, they were fine. One more, they were in sin. I mean, you tracking me? He's talking to a people that are under a yoke, a heavy burden. See, we're all being discipled by something. We're all under some yoke. For them, whatever that yoke was for them, through the Pharisaical leaders. But I want you to understand, you are under a yoke. The question is, whose yoke? You are being discipled. The question is, who is discipling you? We're all being shaped by everything around us. Do you realize this? That your music will shape you. Your media, the videos, your Twitter feed, your Instagram feed, your Snap, whatever. I'm probably like 10 years behind everybody else. All that stuff, that stuff is shaping you. The city you live in is shaping you. Your parents, your friends, everything around you is having an impact on you. And you've got to be able to say, hold on a second. I don't just want to be shaped by everything around me. I want to be shaped in a certain direction. See, we have a call to participate in our sanctification. We have a call to participate in the shaping of our lives, in the shaping of our heart. So the question is, who is discipling you? Who is shaping you? Because Jesus is inviting us to be his disciples, to walk in his footsteps. See, there was this old blessing that they would speak to a pupil who was following a rabbi. And they would say this when they would greet them, or they would know that they were kind of going to be with the rabbi. May you be covered in the dust of your rabbi. Well, what they were saying is that would you walk so close to him that the dust that he kicks up gets on you. Because when you were following a rabbi, it wasn't just you just going to class. You modeled your life after this rabbi. Everything they did, you start talking their way, praying their way. You were replicating them in your own life. That's what it means to be a disciple, that you're an apprentice. How many tradesmen do we have in here? Electrician, construction people, plumbers, working mechanics. You work with your hands, right? So what they would do, like an electrician, when you're an apprentice to an electrician, you are helping, bringing materials, following them around. But the goal is that you stay around so close, you're learning so much. Eventually, you actually begin to help them, and then they send you to go wire a house without them. You get this? That's the idea of apprenticeship. That you're following the instructor, the master electrician, so that you can yourself become a fully authorized electrician. That we are walking with Jesus. We're following his footsteps so that we can become like him. Are you hearing me? Right? And so what the disciples would do, it means, I like the way that John Mark Comer puts it. He talks about the way he maps out discipleship, and he puts it this way. He says that as disciples, it's about us be with Jesus, becoming like Jesus, and doing what Jesus does. Say it out loud. Say be with Jesus, becoming like Jesus, doing what Jesus does.